Thank you, Lord Mayor, and I'll come back to that one later on. I agree with what Councillor Callaghan has said about LICs. I have no experience either of the previous functional committees, but I think the LICs are great, and I feel, I don't know how my other ward colleagues feel about this, but I think there's an opportunity for us as ward councillors to work as a team and to become focused around a particular thing. So it seems to work for us. At the same time, I think Councillor Sheehan's motion, it's got a lot to it. In particular, like the municipal districts are just at a different level in terms of their service level from the executive. Like a thing which we had an issue with for a very long time in the North East Ward, and I'm sure in other places too, was just not having the right staff member there. It was always one particular engineer or another, didn't even cover the whole ward. Parks weren't there, community wasn't there. Now it's gotten better. And I've noticed over the last year or so it's gotten better. Community are always there now, parks are always there now, and that means it's working, and that when you have that question you can get answered. But maybe as the motion kind of gets to bringing them up to that level to which municipal districts are served by the executive would be the way to go. The other thing which we do well in the North East Ward, I think maybe depending on your perspective, is our budget. But that's because we've been very muscular about our budget, and Councillor Finn referred earlier on to traffic calming and how we have funded so much more traffic calming in our ward from our budget, and we made that decision as a team, as a ward council. But look, that did require us to be assertive when it comes to setting that budget, and not just simply take what comes from the executive, but to push back on us and to say the kind of priorities that we have. And it's a battle every year, but it's a battle worth fighting. So look, I agree, LACs are good, but perhaps there's a grain of truth in the motion from Councillor Sheehan that they need to be stepped up to that level. Thank you.